Hello, greetings, and salutations. I'm here. My name is Elizabeth Brewer, aka Scrappin' Lizzie, and my alter ego is a unicorn. So sometimes I'm a unicorn, sometimes I'm Elizabeth or Scrappin' Lizzie. And but I thought that I'd come on in here today because, well, I was gonna. I cut the guts out of this here book, but I kind of cut the edge of the book right there, right there. Cut it. Wasn't supposed to happen like that, but it did. See this brush? I just got that from my daughter's house. Because when she colors her hair, she has to use 3 boxes of mix. And this here brush come in one of the mixes, and she went to throw it in the rubbish. I said, don't throw that in the garbage. I can use that for something. Of course I can. Okay, but what I want to do with this book, I bought this book. It's A Beacon of Hope from the Salesian collection. Actually, there was 7 of these books over there to the thrift shop. And so, but they were really pretty cool. They didn't have this page, and I just couldn't draw that unicorn, drawed it. But these were the pages that was in it, and the pages have got like inspirational stories and stuff. And so what I thought, like with the pages, I'm gonna like, look how nice they are. They've all got like little inspirational quotes, or they've got little verses from the Bible or stuff like that in each one of them. And I thought in my journals, if I were to even take a page just like this and fold it like that, just fold it nicely like that, it'd make just something to tuck in a journal. And then that gives the receiver of the journal something to read. And so I bought all 7 of the books. They's 25 cents each. I bought one of each. I mean, I bought them all because that's the way I work. But they're not real thick. So the binding is only about a half inch wide. So I'm only going to put like a 2 signatures in here. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do part of it on this here video right now. What I'm going to do on this video right now, see, it's already got a really nice cover on it. But I got this here in Happy Meal at one time or another. And so it's like a fake leather, what we used to call like naga hide. I don't know what they call it now, but it's got like a texture to it. It's beautiful color and it's a beautiful print. So, oh gosh, what I got this headache. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to use that, and I'm going to recover this book with it. So I'm going to cut this piece right here, yonder, right here, yonder, like this. And I'm just going to use my scissors and cut that. So I'm making a journal out of this. It's going to be there. I've got enough there for another. I've got enough. Got enough there for 3 or 4 journals actually. But what I'm going to do, I need, see where I had cut that and messed it up sort of. I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to use this wallpaper tape. And I'm going to, I had another kind of wallpaper tape too. I looked for it, but it grew legs and walk away. You know how things like that happen. I had some more that was more of a plasticky stuff. But I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. So I'm going to use this. This is like, it's got like a backing on it that you peel it off if you can get that lucky, and you just peel it right on off, just thusly, just exactly like this, just sort of exactly like, oh good grief, Elizabeth. Let's see, let me get something of the sharp nature here. Get something of a sharp nature. Here we go. See, I chop a hole in my finger. Let me see if I squint my eyes. Will that help? Let me see. Oh, we're coming. We are cooking. We are cooking here. Ouch. If you see something red, it's only paint. No blood. Okay, I got it. I got it coming now. There, see how that just pulls off of there? And then this is sticky. So I'm going to put that right in here, and that's going to give that spine a little bit more heft. A little bit more heft. I'm going to use this paintbrush handle and get there in the bend. Make sure it's bending. There we go, like that. See, now that kind of fixes that piece there that I sort of kind of ripped, torn it. I kind of, when I was cutting the guts out, when I was gutting it, I'm going to go ahead and do that on this side too. I'm going to do that on this side as well. I'm going to put that there too. Well, there it went. What fell? I think it was an ink pen. You know, sometimes you drop something and it goes straight down, but it doesn't land right straight there. I don't know why that is. It may land like 6 feet over yonder, and I don't know why that is. It just is. Okay, now I'm going to put this on here, but let me turn these book flaps, book covers. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, okay, now I'm going to put you can use like a bone folder or whatever you want to use here to go, just so that you know if it's too flat, then you go try to do this and it won't do this. It'll just try to stay flat. But see, so you got to kind of make sure it's got that bendable stuff in there. Okay, so now I made my spine a little bit tighter there. Okay, now I'm gonna do this whole journal on video, on video, I think. But what I'm gonna do is do it in parts, because I can't do the whole thing, because I'd have you from here till you graduate from somewhere. And so what I'm putting on this here now, carpet tape. I'm putting me on some carpet tape, and this stuff is pretty doggone sticky. Now, when you buy carpet tape, you can buy it heavyweight that holds heavy carpet, or lightweight for light carpet. I get the super duper strong heavyweight. Super duper strong heavyweight carpet tape. That's what I use. Now I'm putting that onto here so it covers the whole thing. Carpet tape. Now see, I'm going in those little dents there where it's going to bend with my fingers, and sort of kind of giving it a little bit of a so it's like a ditch there, see? Because I want it to make sure that when I turn the book, when I make the book, I want it to still fold. You got to be careful because it's tricky. They want to get tricky here with you. And tricky. There, we don't want nothing tricky. So, yeah, so I want to get that stretched in there. Stretched in there. And then mash this down here and get that cut right there. There we go. And then looks like we need one more stripe. Oh, we'll need a little bit more than one more stripe. There we go. Whoops. I don't want that to stick yet. I want to go like this first. And then I want this to go like this first. And then I want to go this first. Okay, so now I want to, I still need to put some more on there. Understand that. Understand it. I understand it completely, and I'm looking for my bone folder. But if you saw the likes of this here table in real life, you'd wonder, how in the world do I stand myself? Okay, I can't find it, so you know what? I'll use the edge of these here. Oh, I'll use this. I'm just going to use the edge of this paintbrush, and I'm just going to just burnish. That's what they call that, burnishing. I'm burnishing that carpet tape down there. Get it good and burnished. Fancy word for stuck. Getting it stuck down there. Getting it stuck. Okay, there we go. Now, oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, it's my daughter. You hear that? Pick up the phone. See, that's my daughter. Hello, sweet daughter. Hello? 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 Oh, man. Okay. If it's real important, she'll call me back. So, she probably was just calling to see if I had ice cream. Well, here, I'm going to take that. See, I took that sticky off of there because now I'm going to go back on with this other piece right here. And, she probably thinks I went to bed. Oops. Because I did tell her, because I had just over at her house and I told her I was going to go to bed, but I didn't go to bed. So she probably figures since I didn't answer it right away, it's probably in the bed. So I was going to go to bed. But then the hubster called, said he was on the way home. So he says, I'm on the way home. Time for you to get all them Chippendales out of the house. So I run all the Chippendales out of the house and told them to get on the bus and go back home. Leave your tips under the door mat. That's what I told him. And he always tells me that. Run them Chippendales off. That's funny how that did that, isn't it? How come that went like that? But anyway, okay, so now I'm taking... and now I'm... excuse me for that cough. Now, isn't that funny how that just rips right there in the middle? I guess it cut that paper sort of when I went down the middle, you know. I was doing that burnishing. That's okay. At least I know I did a good job burnishing. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, so now what I'm doing now is I'm pulling off this paper. I already said that, didn't I? There we go. So I'm pulling off that paper that protects the carpet tape. I can see I didn't really get it real goodly burnished right there. Now, where did... oh, there it is. Now I'm going to take this book and I'm going to put it in the center like this. Just right there in the center. Perfect as I can. Right there. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this fabric up. see. Now, if I laid it flat down on the fabric, I would be afraid. I'd be afraid that the book then would not do correctly and not make me happy. I want it to be happy. Okay, so see, I'm putting the fabric on, but I'm putting the fabric on, but I'm making sure that I have enough in these crevices, you know, so that when that bends the book, that it'll still bend correctly. Okay, now I'm going to do this just like I do paper, but I'm using the fabric. See, I'm cutting the corners off. Cutting the corners off here like this, see? Just the corners, but I'm staying a ways away from the actual corner of the book. See the book cover? I'll keep myself a little bit of ways away from it so that when I turn it, I know I'm out of view when I'm cutting these corners off. Okay, so I'm going like this. Just the corners off, and I have about a 3/4, not 3/4, a little bit about 1/2 inch maybe. It's probably more than I really need. Actually, it's about 1/4 inch. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, this time, let's see, I'm going to get, oh man, I got the burps. I should have ate that ice cream. Heavenly Hash ice cream. That was good stuff. Heavenly Hash ice cream. Just a minute. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Now, I'm going to use this tape. This is Suquang. It's a pretty good tape, that Suquang stuff. There's another name for it. I order it from China, so I call it, when I order it from China, I put in the search Suquang. But if you order it from the United States of America, score tape. That's what you call it. So, but if you're ordering it from China, you could call it Suquang, and they will know what you're talking about. They'll know. They'll know. Okay, so I'm putting this around the edge here. And yeah, I order a lot of things from China, and I think, what's the difference if I order it from China? Because I heard somebody say, I ain't ordering nothing from China. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna buy it at Walmart or something. You know, I heard them say that, but then I got to thinking, well, they order it from China, and then because China, they got some good stuff over there. And I don't see anything wrong with Chinese people. They make good stuff. I'll buy it. But anyhow, but if you buy it from China, it's the same stuff. Because big companies buy things from China or Hong Kong food, all them places, Taiwan, the Philippines, they make some nice stuff, and then we export it over. We import it over here to the United States of America, and then we put it in a package. And most anything you look at in a package, do I got a package here of anything? Let me see. I just bought this ribbon. And that doesn't say where it's made. But yeah, you know, they'll say made in, and then they'll say like where it's made in, and then they'll say packaged in. So usually it's made a lot of times in China, Japan, Taiwan, a lot of those places that we import stuff from, UK, a lot of things. And, and then they package it when they get it over here. So they say packaged in the United States of America. And so if you want to save some money, I don't know if this is a bad thing for me to say this on there. I don't know. But if you want to save some dollar bills and nickels and dimes, um, you just can avoid the middleman and buy it directly from China. Takes a little while to get to you, you know, because it's got to come a slow boat. It comes on a slow boat. And so, but just as long as you know, it's going to take a while. Now, I put this Suquang tape all the way around the edge of the book, right there. And then I put the Suquang tape along the edge. I've only got 1/4-inch Suquang tape here because that's what I have. But they do make it in wider widths. And I have to say it's some pretty good tape. So now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the long edge off of the fabric that I'm gluing on and the book cover. I'm going to take the middle right here in the middle, this middle right here, and pull that up and tuck that there now nicely. And then I'm going to take and carry it over it with my finger, and I'm going to mesh it. Mesh it. Oh, mesh. Wait a minute. Burnish. That's the word, burnish. I just mash stuff, whatever. Okay. Then I turn it around this way, and I'm going to do the same thing right over here. I'm going to pull this off of here, and I'm going to pull this off of here. And I'm going to go right in the middle and pull that so I can get it in the spine first. So you can push that down in the spine. And then stretch that over here, mash it down, stretch this over here, mash it down. Okay, now that is stuck. Beautiful. Now, I am going to now take that paper cover off of this. Take the paper cover off of this one. That's the Suquang tape. That's on the... I mean, and you can use any kind of tape. Or you can glue it if you want to. If you want to. Now, I'm going to put my thumbnails in here and kind of fold that in. Now, see, you can use any kind of fabric. Now, this is that stuff, I call it Naugahyde, because I'm from old school. And we used to call this Naugahyde. I've not heard that word lately, so I don't know if they changed the wording of what you call this stuff, but it feels like fake leather. Faux leather, you know, and that's another thing. That's a new word too, faux. F-A-U-X, I think, or O-U-X, F-A-U-X. Faux leather, they say, but it's fake. So they changed, I guess fake sounds really fake, so they changed that word to faux. And so double-sided tape, pull that cover off of there, and pull this one over here. And I'm going to take my thumbnails, and I'm pushing them corners just inward a little bit there, see? Just inward a little bit, and then take that piece of fake faux leather, that faux fake leather, and just turn that up and get that taped on there. And now what you have here is this book cover. It is covered, and it looks fantastical. Now I'm going to only put 2 signatures in this book. There's only going to be 2 signatures that will appear in this book. Boy, it's going to be nice. I'm telling you, it's going to be nice. Now, see, we have one thrift shop that we have, but it's a little farther away. But they have a basket. They got a shopping basket in that store. And that shopping cart has got books in there, and every book is a nickel. And they have got the big fat ones, and they got little skinny ones. They just got books, 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 books. And all you need is the cover. You don't need even what the book is about. But like I got lucky with these because I'm going to use these pages as inserts and tucks. I mean, things. I'm going to use these. These are going to be used, and I'm also going to put some of them in my see, I sell on my Etsy store. I've got boxes that I have. I have filled the boxes with junk journal paraphernalia. I don't know. Junk journal scraps, paper scraps, ribbon scraps, lace scraps, um, trading game cards and bingo cards and playing cards, different ones, you know. There's a bunch of stuff in there in that, but I'm gonna add some of these in there too because these will be nice. These will be very, very nice. Now, on this inside, I've not decided how I'm gonna do that. I see that's why I have to do this in more than one, you know, this is going to be, I don't want it to be a full length, full feature. I got this here, these pieces of chipboard that would fit perfect right in here on these. I'm not sure if this is what I want to use. I could still cover these with that same fabric, but it is heavy. So I don't believe I'm going to do that. I believe that might make it a little too heavy. So now this is all I'm giving you today. This is it. This is all I'm giving you today is just this little bit right here. So now, oh, and when I took this insert out, when I took the pages out, all I did, the only way I did that was, you know, you open the book and you cut it down this side, cut it down this side, and the guts are out of the book. It's because usually if you look down in your book, if you get a book and you look, I don't have a book. No, I only got a paperback book. I don't have like a real hardback book right now. Nah, I don't have one in here. Don't feel like running out in the other room. But yeah, usually all that's holding that whole book block in there is these two end flaps. And so you take that and cut it down with very gently with a little craft knife like here and a craft knife right here, and it comes out. But careful you don't cut it like I did, because, you know, do like I say, not like I do. But this is going to be an awesome book. Now, I love the feeling because it's a little bit like velvety. And I think it's going to be an awesome book. And it's going to, because of it, the nature of its narrow width, I think what I'm going to put as a binding is it's going to look like 3 X's down here like this. And I think that's how I'm going to bind the 2 signatures in them. But so hopefully tomorrow I will have step 2 on this, but this is all you have to do to get started. And so I showed you to be sure that you have it able to fold good, because if you pull this too tight and don't get these folds like this down here, then when you go to fold the book up, it's going to go like this. You won't be able to, it won't fold right. So you got to make sure that you get those. See how you can see those little ditches down in there? So that's what you want to do. That's why I glued this first and then pulled the sides upwards like this. And I used carpet tape. This is carpet tape. That's what's got that glued down there. And that's what I do with my fabric covers. I just use carpet tape, and it makes it real nice. And so that's it. That's all I'm going to tell you today. The rest of it, I'm keeping it a secret till maybe tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow night I got my live stream too. But tomorrow I'll let you know the second step to this. My second step, which will be putting the 2 signatures together onto my journal. I don't even know if it's going to have a theme yet. I haven't got that far in my head. Okay, now those of you who know me, you know that every evening or every finish of all of my videos, I always have some positive affirmations of some kind that I do read, some words of encouragement. And so today I'm saying, I am taking the next step for my healing. The moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power. And yes, we each one have power. I'm taking the next step for my healing, and that is never too late. Okay, and then here it says, I forgive all past experiences. I do not have to know how to forgive. All I have to do is be willing to forgive. The universe will take care of the how. This is important. This is important. I forgive all past experiences. And that means to even forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Forgiving others too does not mean you have to accept what they did or think that it was okay. If it wasn't okay, you can still forgive. It makes you feel better. All right. And then the third one says, I can heal myself on all levels. Healing means to make whole and to accept all parts of myself, not just the parts I like, but all of me. Isn't that true? Ah! Oh, there's the hubster. The hubster just got home. So that was the last of my affirmations here. And that said I can heal myself on all levels. All right. So that's the 3 positive affirmations for today. I'm going to work some more on my album tomorrow. So you be looking for a new update part 2. This is going to be part 1 of my fabric covered junk journal. God bless. I love you guys and thank you for coming by. Papa says bye too. He just got home. Okay. Now I turn this off right here on this button. Okay, God bless.